craziest Pokemon tiers of all time.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 biggest, scariest, weirdest, and stupid conspiracy theories about Pokemon. Pokemon has been around for over 25 years and has to have some of the most significant conspiracy theories of any show out there.
Maybe Ash is Pikachu and they switch places.
Why is Ash still 10? Is Giovanni Ash's real father?
Man, Ash is son of a devil.
What happened to Goodra? People eat Pokemon? Well, that one's actually real. I'll go over all that goodness. So let's start with number 10. The anime was supposed to be one season. This one is less of a conspiracy, but more of an unknown fact.
Okay, but this is not a very incredible theory. Like, this is like the television thing.
As you may know, we have over 1,000 episodes in Pokemon now. But imagine if all we got was the original series where he loses the league and that's it. No more Ash Ketchum. That was the CEO of Pokemon Ishihara's original plan with the anime, but after the delay of Gold and Silver, we got Orange Islands as a filler series, and the rest is history. Number 9.
When a filler saves an anime, I think I love filler more than I love the main story.
Ditto.
Like, I skip the canon. I skip the main story. I only watch filler.
Was a failed attempt at making Mew. This is a pretty
popular.
popular.
To me, the best point in Naruto is when he was fighting the ostrich.
Theory that has been around ever since the beginning of Pokemon. We all know the story of the scientists that were studying Mew who wanted to make the strongest Pokemon in the world, and they ended up creating Mewtwo. However, was Ditto a failed clone of Mewtwo? Cause there's no way a perfect Mewtwo was created on the first try. I mean, let's look at the similarities. They are both pink, they both can transform into any Pokemon, they both look kinda slimy, and they even share the same shiny color. Mewtwo was created on.
But it's so sad to be compared. Like, you're so beautiful, this creature, he's perfect, and this is just a shit. Like, just strange.
And they even share the same shiny color.
This is just
Mewtwo was created on Cinnabar Island, where guess who was running all over the place? Yes, Ditto. That means they must have failed many attempts, and this might be the reason it is super common in the games as well. To me, this seems like too much evidence suggesting that Ditto is in fact a clone Pokemon.
I think Ditto is in fact the main character of the anime. He's playing everybody.
For Mew or Mewtwo. Number 8. Arcanine is a legendary Pokemon. Honestly, I would have loved for this to be true, even though it makes absolutely no sense.
No!
Many people speculate whether or not Arcanine was really meant to be a legendary because of its unusually high stats. Some suggested that Arcanine was part of the legendary trio. Even in the Pokédex, it says Arcanine is.
I have to say this. It's like one of the coolest style Pokemon designs ever. Come on.
Legendary Pokemon. And we all can't forget that time when we saw that picture in the Pokemon Center of episode 2. Pokemon must have made some last minute choices, probably since it wouldn't make any sense for there to be 3 legendary birds and then just a dog. Yeah, from now on, I'm calling Arcanine a legendary Pokemon.
It's not a dog, it's a tiger and a lion and a fox and a mythical creature at the same time.
Number 7. The original ending for the anime. The original ending for the anime.
I know the ending. Ash becomes president. I think that's the last episode.
This ending was written by Takashi Shudo, who was the chief writer of the Pokemon anime.
And then he becomes a dictator or something like that, and he starts a war. I think that something about that happens. I think he starts a dictatorship.
From 1997 to 2002. His idea for the ending was to have Ash as an old man looking back at the past when he was a little boy traveling around the world of Pokemon and making friends along his journey.
Man,
however,
that's sad. I think this plot is worse. Like, he's thinking about the past and oh my god, everything.
Ash,
he's just a shadow of himself in the past.
Apparently doesn't have these experiences with friends as he used to. And his thinking about this turns back the clock and we get Ash being yelled at by his mom, waking him up. And here we have the first episode. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but the entire point of this was to show the meaning of existence itself and how to coexist with others again. Not exactly the most fitting for Pokemon.
I'm trying to learn that. Those things he said.
Existence itself and how to coexist with others again.
How to coexist with others. This is deep. I don't know how to coexist with people yet. Like, I think I'm better and worse than everybody. Like, when somebody's around me, I think I'm way worse or way better. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't think. I don't have thoughts. Like, my mind is empty. Like,
not exactly the.
I think in Russian, to be honest, or Chinese sometimes. My thoughts are all in Chinese. I don't think in English. I don't think in Portuguese. I only think in Chinese. And like my Chinese in Chinese poems.
Most fitting for Pokemon, especially.
Sorry, too much.
or its primary audience, but honestly, I'd be down for an ending like that. Number 6. Why is Ash still 10? There are many conspiracy theories out there that explain why Ash is still 10. Some think it's because the anime has slowed time where everything ages at a very slow rate. Others think he has arbitrary age, which means, for example, when you reach 10, this
Man, if you say this, you can say SpongeBob is like the same age until
is a
today.
milestone
And I'm still waiting for the day that SpongeBob becomes a very wise old man.
rather than a sign of growth. Like how all adults in Pokemon are 20 and all old people are 50. Even though Ash should be at least 25, he hasn't earned the position of more than 10. Lastly, and this one is my favorite, and that is
he was blessed with immortality.
Ash's eternal youth. And this one basically means he can live forever. I think it's because he saw Ho in the first episode, and in Ho's Pokédex, it states that if anyone sees its wings, it grants them eternal happiness. And Ash's eternal happiness is being 10. But we all know it's because Ash is Pokemon's second mascot and he needs to be young.
My eternal happiness is to be stuck in a child form forever.
For their audience.
What? This is his eternal happiness.
Number 5. People eat Pokemon. Is this really a conspiracy theory? Because in the episode
I think
where
the worst theory is, do people fuck Pokemon? That's
Ash
worse.
is on the big
Like, eating is okay.
boat, we can clearly see him eating chicken and whatever that is. We know that animals don't exist in the anime, so what type of meat is that? Something's going on here. And here we see them obviously
My favorite character.
looking at a chopped up Magikarp, so they must eat Pokemon. I mean, who knows what they put in those bowls of Pokemon food? That's not
I
Broxome
think poison.
cooking without a little Geodude. Number 4. Cubone and Kangaskhan are related. At first,
What? Genghis Khan?
cooking without
What?
a little Geodude. Number 4. Cubone and Kangaskhan
Genghis Khan. Okay. I thought it was Genghis Khan. What?
are related.
The Mongol leader.
At first, this may sound a little strange, but trust me, once you see the
The
image,
Mongolian leader.
it all makes sense. Cubone, as we know, wears the skull of its dead mom. That's cool and all, but why is it oddly shaped like a Kangaskhan? Kangaskhan even carries a little dude in his pouch that is also oddly shaped like Cubone. But this is where it gets a little weird, because mathematically, those look like horns and Kangaskhan has ears and the eyes are a little too far backward. However, in Pokemon evolution, body shapes are different.
Man, disgusting. He's ugh.
Maybe if the Pokemon dies, the skull changes a bit to match with the baby Kangaskhan's head. I don't know, man. This evidence is stacking up, and I think this is a cross Pokemon evolution.
Man, imagine evolving, like, it's your time to evolve, and you evolve to Genghis Khan.
3. The Pokemon War. This one's gotta be my personal favorite on the list.
No!
But it all started when Lieutenant Surge said there
Pokemon War?
was supposedly a big Pokemon war. The war that he's referring to dates a little before Gary was born, and this theory would explain why there aren't many father figures in Pokemon. This war was very big, claiming many human and Pokemon lives, which is nothing new in Pokemon. We have seen death before. The war was fought
No,
by
I've never seen death.
humans and Pokemon alike, as well as some man-made weapons of destruction. Gary's dad could have died fighting in this war, which explains why he was raised by Professor Oak. Again,
Man, to be honest, I think Professor Oak, Professor Oak, I think he kidnapped the boy. I think he kidnapped the boy because maybe he's a pervert.
I feel like that makes perfect sense, and I would honestly love to see a giant Pokemon war in the games or in the show. Number 2, Ash Ketchum in a coma. This is the most
that's a classic. I think this is the most famous one.
Series by far, because if true, then all of Ash's accomplishments are for nothing and all of your childhood is ruined. People think that in the first episode when Ash gets attacked by a horde of Spearow and Pikachu uses thunder that creates a big explosion, it knocks Ash out and he falls into a coma. Everything we see from then on when he wakes up is all in Ash's head. This could explain the reason of why Ash doesn't age, because he's been in this coma for over 25 years. This could also explain why Ash can die
I can be in coma, I think.
in the anime because it's all a dream. If true, then everything would be so pointless and stupid, but kind of cool, but still stupid.
Like, if you think about it, you can be in a coma. Like, you can be in a coma right now. I don't know. Maybe you're dreaming. Maybe I don't exist. Maybe I don't exist, and I'm just a dream.
Anime would have been for nothing, and no kid watching Pokemon wants to see their hero wake up from a coma at the end of the series. Although that would be the craziest ending of any TV show of all time. Number 1. Who And where's Ash's father? I saved this
Nobody cares about Ash's father. Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe people care.
one for last since it's a classic.
Maybe he's the legendary guy, like Naruto's father. Likes.
I mean, all of these are classics, but the real OG
oh my God,
one for
Ash's
last
father needs to
since
be
it's
this
a
guy.
classic. I mean, all of these are classics, but the real
This is the Ash's father.
OG that is still being talked about to this day
Metapod is Ash's father.
is the question, who is Ash's father and where is he? The most popular theory that I heard is it's Giovanni, the head of Team Rocket. Giovanni and Professor Oak actually used to be friends before they went their separate ways. This matters because this might be the reason why Professor Oak is so close to Ash. It's the good son realizes his dad is evil cliche, but I would love to see that. Problem is that Ash's mom would have found out by now, and so would Professor Oak. To me, it seems that this would be too unlikely of a coincidence even for Pokemon. Another
Man, Ash is 10 years old. He leaves his house to live in the woods, capturing wild animals. I don't think everybody cares to say, like, bro, your father is that guy. Nobody cares.
theory is that
Ash doesn't care. He doesn't want to see his father. He want to win the Pokemon war. I don't know.
Pikachu is Ash's dad, which sounds ridiculous, and it's confirmed that Pikachu is not in fact Ash's dad, as we've seen from the first episode of Pokemon
Pikachu
Journey.
is
So
Ash's
who is
dad.
it? We know Ash's dad is confirmed in the anime because of
Oh, it's the horse!
the first episode
Of course!
Pokemon Journeys. So who is it? We know Ash's dad
Yes, this is Ash's dad. This unicorn. Yeah.
is confirmed in the anime because of the original series episode 2 where Delia confirmed it. However, she never stated who it was, but she said that he was still on his journey. This means that he is alive and didn't die in the Pokemon War, but left the house to become a Pokemon Master. I don't think Ash's
Wait,
dad
he left the house as a kid and fuck everybody.
is a character we have
Nah, this needs to be Ash's father. These eyebrows. Oh my God.
seen in the anime yet, but is one we will maybe see at the end of Ash's journey where they battle. What do you
Okay, I'm gonna say the last thing. I think Ash's father is Ash. And that's my feeling. That's how my heart feels.